You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Bufa. More human remains were found in a Babylon park that investigators say belonged to a second victim. Sherry Einhorn is at the scene.
Still searching for body parts. Suffolk County Police canine units scouring Southard's Park here in Babylon Village for a second day after multiple human remains belonging to two separate victims were uncovered on Thursday. Here's what we know so far. A high school student walking to school found an arm yesterday morning on the eastern edge of the park near Siegel Boulevard. Another arm was discovered later in the same area, but further into the woods, according to detectives. Both of those are believed to belong to an adult man. Later on Thursday, a cadaver dog found a leg sticking out of a pile of leaves on the western side of the park near Babylon Elementary School. Today, we found out there were additional remains in that same pile. Investigators say preliminarily they appear to be from another victim, this one an adult woman.
Last night we discovered a female head, a leg, and what appears to be a female arm. Based on the condition, preliminarily it appears it's a matter of a small amount of days, if not hours, that they were out here.
Detective Lieutenant Byra says they're looking at missing persons reports and hoping that tattoos on the male arms will help identify the victim. He says there were no tattoos on the female parts. Detective Lieutenant Byra says he believes whoever dumped the bodies here at the park used a vehicle to transport the remains. Officially, the park is only open to pedestrians, but vehicles can fit through several of the entrances. In the meantime, the popular park remains closed as residents here say they're happy with the police presence and hopeful the mystery is solved soon.
I've been walking in there since I was a little kid, 12 years old. I cut through the park to go to school in the olden days. Never had a problem.
I'm not going to be worried about going back in here. If they took that tape down now, I'd go in for my walk.
Students had indoor recess again today, and because a lot of the police activity is happening right along the property line, the district superintendent told parents in an email teachers were notified to discreetly close the blinds so that the police activity would not disrupt learning. In Babylon, I'm Sherry Einhorn for Newsday TV.
A fire truck crashed through a building today while responding to a call. Here's the accident caught on camera. It shows the fire truck colliding with a white Lexus and then slamming into the building. Police say 4 people, including 3 firefighters, were injured. It happened on Long Beach Road in Rockville Center. And first in Newsday, the state attorney general has ordered Bruce Blakeman's transgender restrictions to be removed. The Nassau County executive made an executive order last week that barred transgender girls from participating in girls' sports at county parks and facilities. Letitia James says this is in violation of the state's anti-discrimination laws. Well, Blakeman responded in a tweet saying, "My executive order stops bullying of women and girls by transgender males who have many outlets to compete without putting the safety and security of females in danger. In Nassau, we will continue to fight for females' right to be safe, secure, and have a level playing field to compete." And the CDC has dropped the 5-day isolation time for COVID-19. Health officials now say if symptoms are mild and improving, and it's been a full day since having a fever, people can return to work and other activities. Now, the CDC's guidance for nursing home and healthcare workers remains the same with a 7-day isolation period. And the king of bachata is coming to UBS Arena. Romeo Santos and his original band Aventura are reuniting for their final tour together. You can catch them in Elmont on June 5th. Dune Part 2 is now playing on Long Island.
Well, I'd very much like to be equal to you.
Maybe I'll show you the way.
There's a lot of buzz about the film starring Timothée Chalamet and Zendaya. Newsday film critic Rafer Guzman gives it 3 out of 4 stars.
Science fiction doesn't get more complicated than Dune, Frank Herbert's 900-page book from 1966. All the talk about tyranny and social control made the movie Dune Part 1 feel a little dry back in 2021. But those themes start to pay off in Dune Part 2, as Timothée Chalamet's Paul becomes a reluctant messiah to a colonized people. Zendaya plays a tribal warrior who loves him but doesn't quite trust him, And Austin Butler of Elvis steals the show as a psychotic Harkonnen gladiator. Once again, the sets and the battle scenes look strikingly original thanks to director Denis Villeneuve. Overall, this desert-themed movie still feels a little cold to the touch, but if you're a fan of sophisticated sci-fi, Dune Part 2 is for you.
Read Rafer's entire review on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Women's History Month begins today, and we're looking at popular East End shopping centers dominated by women-owned businesses. Virginia Huey has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
When you stroll along the brick pathways of the shops at East Wynn in Wading River, you'll likely be greeted by female entrepreneurs.
Hi, welcome to A Pinch of Sprinkles. I'm the owner, Melina Guthrie.
Hi, welcome to the Jewelry Box. I'm Judith Momola, the owner.
Hi, my name is Samai Reed, and my business is Health as well.
Half of the 28 shops are owned by women, from floral arrangements for special occasions to arts and crafts workshops, to fresh baked cupcakes and cookies, to wedding gown alterations.
I love my job and I make a lot of people happy with my job.
Each business owner showcases her unique passion and talent. Patricia Kazmarchek opened Cheese and Spice Market 7 years ago after working in the restaurant business for decades.
I think it's just a matter of women that really want to do their own thing, work for themselves and not work for someone else.
Summer Spagnolo and Jenna Aiello opened a custom children's party place in 2022 with their daughters in mind.
Me, I have a daughter, she's 2, and Jenna has 2 daughters. It's nice to show our little girls that you can have a business and, be able to be a mom too.
The ladies say the sweetest reward of working among so many women business owners is the support and inspiration they get from each other to succeed.
I was like, this is so great, this is empowering. I belong to such a wonderful group of women.
Something I've learned from the other women business owners is that we are really strong and we can do hard things, and as long as we just, we keep putting our best foot forward, we can do anything.
An uplifting community of women entrepreneurs where camaraderie and empowerment are in the cards. In Wading River, I'm Virginia Huey for Newsday TV.
Now you can see more of our exclusive Women's History Month coverage at Newsday.com. Just click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Feed Me is brought to you by PC Richard & Son.
It's a legendary dessert invented right here on Long Island. Scott Vogel has today's Feed Me TV.
Have you ever wondered what would happen if a crumb cake mated with a pizza pie? No? Well, then obviously you haven't tried one of these.
Pizza crumb.
Pizza crumb.
Pizza crumb.
What is a pizza crumb?
It's the invention of this bakery here at East Northport, where they have been making them for over 50 years.
Yeah, but what is it?
Well, it's thin. It's the thin crust. It's the almond powder flavor that's on top.
Here's what we know. When Derek Frunt's father opened Hummel Hummel in 1968, he and his son wanted something that would continue to make the bakery cases look full, even as they sold out of other pastries.
And they got the chocolate raspberry. They'll make whatever you want. If you want a blueberry one or a lemon one.
Basically, the pizza crumb was a placeholder.
I love the original the best.
A placeholder that took on a life of its own.
My daughter's coming down from New Jersey and Pennsylvania area, and they're riding about 115 miles, and they requested pizza crumb.
Anything else? It's nice to see women that used to come in pregnant, and now their children are, having children of their own. Makes me feel old, but, I look at them and I remember your mother used to crave Boston cream donuts when you were inside.
Over time, pizza crumbs have made Hummel Hummel a touchstone for both the surrounding community and the East Northport diaspora.
I've been coming to Hummel Hummel since I was a little girl. They've always had the best baked goods, but of course the most popular is the pizza crumb.
Not only are they the bakery's most popular item, they sell hundreds a week and thousands over the Christmas holidays every year.
These guys, they have the best cakes. They have stuff for every holiday, St. Patty's Day, Valentine's Day. And but you got to take one of those home.
Want something to showcase when the bakery had run out of everything else?
Strawberry, chocolate raspberry.
Now, it's the one thing they can't keep in stock.
Just love it. It's a great pie. Pizza crumb.
Now, to read more on the pizza crumb, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Now let's take a look at your Long Island weather. And you can see tonight we are in the 30s, well, mid-30s with some cloudy skies, but tomorrow it is going to be a wet one. Temps will be elevated. We're near the 50s, but we have rain all day. The 7-day forecast, though, when it comes to Sunday, looks a bit better.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Home Tax Saver, PTRC Incorporated.
You're watching Newsday TV. I'm Ken Bufa. Thank you so much for joining us.